Welcome to another episode of Simplified Investing podcast. My name is Sharif Mazibugo, and I created this platform for one reason and one reason only: to make investing easy to understand for an everyday South African. If you are new here, this podcast is dedicated to helping you as a beginner to understand the stock market, how it works, especially here at home in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. We don't use complicated language. We don't even pretend to be financial gurus for that matter. We break things down in a very simple language. Whether you started investing 2 months ago or you are still thinking and cogitating about doing it, you are at the right place. And today's episode is very, very practical. Today we are answering the question: how do I actually open an investment account in South Africa? Because many people have been talking about investing, but very few explain how to start properly. So today we are fixing that and answering this boggling question that has been making rounds everywhere. The first question people ask themselves is, where do I even start investing? How do I start? Now, the first thing, you do yourself a very big favor. You don't invest directly at the stock market building itself. The Johannesburg Stock Exchange is just a marketplace like any other marketplace. To participate in a marketplace called JSE, you need a platform. One of the most beginner-friendly platforms in South Africa is called Easy Equities. It is also born and bred in South Africa, so it is going to be acting as a broker to you between yourself and the stock market, which is the marketplace. It allows you to start with small money. You can even buy a fraction of a share, meaning that if the share is costing 10 rands, but you only have 5 rands or even 2 rands, you can still be able to buy a portion of that particular share. That is called a fraction of a share or fractional shares. You invest using your own phone, so there is nobody between yourself and the platform that you will be using to invest in the marketplace called Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Here are steps that you need to follow when you want to start investing in the stock market. Let's slow it down and go step by step a little bit so that you understand exactly how you go about investing in the stock market, how you go about getting started. The first step that you do, you download an app, you go to your Play Store, and then you download an app called Easy Equities. That was the first step. The second step, you register using your email, you create your own password, you fill your personal details, name, surname, address, and everything, etc., etc. That was the second step. Third step, wait to be FICA verified. So the FICA verification is very, very important, so that they see that you align with the FICA rules and regulations in terms of the financial acts that are engulfing or that are governing this particular country. Because investing is regulated in South Africa, you must verify who you are. So you need to check your South African ID, your proof of address, a selfie for verification. This protects you and prevents fraud so that you do not lose your account. It is not very easy for a third party to meddle with your affairs in terms of your finances. That was the third step. The fourth step is to link your bank account. This step here is very, very important, simply because it allows you to transfer money securely without anyone meddling with whatever amount of money that you are transferring from either your Capitec, your Standard Bank, straight to your Easy Equities account. That was the fourth step. The fifth step is You deposit your money. You can start as small as possible. 100 rands, 50 rands, 200 rands, or even 1,000 rand. The point is not the amount. The point is building a habit of transferring money from your bank straight to the Easy Equities account, where you can then be able to start buying your preferred shares. That was the fifth step. So buying your first investment is the second segment that we are going into. Once the money reflects, you search for a share or an ETF. I did explain in our previous session or episode there about what are ETFs and what are shares. You select how much you want to invest, you press buy. As simple as that, you become a shareholder of that particular company that you have bought, and it's as simple as that. You do not have to put all your money in one investment. For an example, if you want to invest, it is very much advisable that you spread your wings across. You can buy a little bit of Sasol, you can buy a little bit of Standard Bank, you can also buy a little bit of a mining company, for an example, Anglo Gold Ashanti or DRD Gold or Sibanye Stillwater. I am just bringing up these examples so that you can see that when you are investing, you are not only going to buy one company and one company only. So it is advisable to spread your investments across so that you have a balanced portfolio. Just like that, you become you become a shareholder because you own a piece of a big pie. So it is not complicated. It is a structured and very much regulated thing. It is simple as that. So here's an advice for someone that is new in the stock market. If you have already opened your account recently, don't rush to buy everything. Don't compare yourself to people that started 10 years ago. It's like saying you can play better football than Ronaldo, but Ronaldo is tried and tested in the game. He's been in the game all his life, because investing is a long journey. So there are no competitors. There is definitely no competition when it comes to one person investing and another person also investing, because what counts the most in the stock market is the time you are invested with those particular companies. That is how your money returns with a lot of profit. So opening an account is just the beginning. Learning and staying consistent, that's where growth happens. Hence, we are having our programs running weekly, ensuring that we put people in the right place, we shape their mindset, and ensure that nobody goes without having enough clue of what is really happening in the stock market. So if you're really interested, you can even grab our ebook. We have two ebooks that we are selling, each for 99 rands. They have been selling for they've been selling for a very good price for 99 rands. So it is one of the things that we have made for new investors to start familiarizing themselves with the stock market without feeling overwhelmed. One chapter at a time, one page a day. That is how you build the muscle in the stock market. So if you really want to invest and you don't want to look back, these are some of the programs that we have. Our weekly programs that we have, they run once a week. It's an hour from 8 to 9. At the moment, we have two groups. We are planning to have another group. We already occupied on Fridays. We are also already occupied on Wednesdays. So we are bringing up a third group that is going to occupy one of the weekly days, so that we can be able then be in a position to ensure that there are more investors in the stock market, more especially South African black people can start investing in the stock market and never feel like the stock market was designed for a certain caliber of people with certain amount of money. So all we do, we simplify investing, we educate you about investing, and we grow with you by always being available to give you advice in terms of how to navigate, how to research, and how to tackle your emotional roller coaster that comes with investing in the stock market. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for always pulling through and ensuring that you become the backbone of these particular programs. My name is Sharif. This was one of Simplified Investing podcast sessions. Thank you so much. Stay blessed and stay invested.